I'm in no position to refute them. I'm not a delusional, disgusting, nauseating fan like the Dallas Cowboy fans are. I'm a New York Knicks fan, which makes me a realist. The fact of the matter is Jay is absolutely right with what he's saying. Doggy is absolutely right with what he is saying. But I also would like to throw this caveat in there. Doggy, yes, the Indiana Pacers are a better team. They're certainly a better coach. There's no denying that. It's not to throw shade on Tom Thibodeau. It's to highlight the greatness of a Rick Carlisle, who is a champion as a coach. This man can coach his butt off. It's just that simple. Okay, and we forget that even before he won a championship in Dallas, Jay, he had taken the Detroit Pistons to a conference finals before he ultimately was replaced. Larry Brown came in, and then Larry Brown ultimately won the championship. So we got to look at it. I think it was the semifinals or the finals, conference finals. I keep forgetting. But Rick Carlisle had proven himself. He was the coach of the year in Detroit as well. So let's not forget the fact that this man is an exceptional coach. And come playoff time, Doggy, you've known this because you've been covering sports for decades. And Jay, obviously, you were an all-world collegiate player, and you would have been a great pro player if you had gotten injured. Y'all both know this. Coaching starts from the beginning, meaning training camp, preseason, the beginning of the season, in terms of your preparation for a team as the season wanes and ultimately the playoffs arrive. We're seeing that's the difference between a Rick Carlisle and a Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau's got 5 starters. You will ride until the wheels come off. Jay, I'm not going to hold Karl Anthony Towns, but so accountable. He has been hobbled for the last 3 games. If you watch him, even when he scored 20 points in the fourth quarter, he barely gets off the floor. He's gimpy throughout. He's been writhing in pain over the last 3 games or so. That's what I've been watching. So I wasn't surprised at all in terms of the defensive lapses because he has been playing hurt. He's never that healthy in his lower extremities to begin with his size 21 feet, his legs, the way he comes down, he doesn't get high off the court. Well, we all see this, and we've seen this in Karl Anthony Towns throughout the years, but especially this year. But if you're the New York Knicks, you give up 43 points in the first quarter. That was egregious. That's number one. Then we got to take into account some of these stats that I'm going to throw out to you, Doggy, because they do matter, because they accentuate your point. Do you know that the Pacers have outscored the Knicks 86-33 in points off turnovers in this series? Did you know that they're outscoring the Knicks 65-23 on fast break points? That's a 42-point difference, okay? All right, and then you got the 86-33 for points turnovers, which I just said to you, which is a 53-point difference. So collectively speaking, the Indiana Pacers do have a better team. We thought the Knicks would have their way because New York Knicks have home court advantage. They got a starting 5 led by the clutch player of the year in Jalen Brunson, who's a first-team All-NBA player, Karl Anthony Towns, who's an All-NBA player as well, even though Halliburton is too. And we said to ourselves, if those starting 5 can give you what we know they can give you on their home court, this is what you should have. The New York Knicks blew game 1. That changed the complexion of the entire series, okay? And so you have to look at it from that standpoint and just say to yourself, you're up 17 with over 6 minutes left. You're up 14 with 2:50 left. You're up 9 with 52 seconds left. And you find a way to blow that game. And then you look at stuff like that, and then Siakam comes out and he just destroys you in game 2. So you had Halliburton to the crew and Nesmith with 6 threes. 3 in the last 20 seconds of regulation, okay? And then that happens in game 1. Siakam comes back, hits you in game 2. The New York Knicks should have easily been in a position where right now this series was at the very least 2-2. But when you blow a game like that, it comes back to haunt you, and that's what we're looking at right now.